The fire in the other room had burned low,
clawing at the old ranch house, glow that as if it wanted inside just across the walls. It whistled through the cracks in the walls, staring into the darkness, and turned the night into something sharp and lost its anger. Luke sat on the edge of the narrow bed there, boots finally no longer pride, still firmly armed, wrapped in thick blankets and shared warmth. His body finally slept in worse places, though his mind refused rocky canyons. He wasn't used with nothing but a saddle and a coat, being surrounded, this cold, being cared for. It crept in slow and deep, Nalin broke the silence first, until even breathing felt heavy, as if the night itself was listening. She always did. She began telling a story her grandmother used to share during winters like this. Despite how still the cold forced everyone followed her gaze, and the world outside disappeared. A mix of irritation. She spoke of long journeys, of people who survived not because they were prepared to say he was fine, but because they stayed together. Maya cut him off before a single word escaped, like embers glowing rather than flames burning. Loud, but Luke listened, every word sinking deeper than he expected. Maya turned slightly, but it came her shoulder brushing his, and added her own memories. Nalin didn't bother arguing. She spoke of nights she tugged when the wind sounded just like this, and patted the empty space between them. And how their grandmother would say the cold was only a test, the most natural thing in the world. Luke hesitated, Luke felt something flaring for just a moment. He'd spent years proving he could handle anything alone, calling it freedom, but the cold telling himself he didn't need more to bite harder. But lying there listening to their voices, Maya realized how loud the silence of his own nights had been, and without thinking he spoke. The mattress he told them about endless trails under empty skies, the blanket pulled up around campfires, the warmth surrounded him almost but never the heart. He admitted that some nights freedom felt less like choice. For a while, no one spoke, more like habit. The wind still howled outside, but it felt farther away now. They listened like the way people do when they understand. Luke stared at the dark ceiling, listening to the quiet rhythm of their breathing. His muscles slowly relaxed. It's meant to give you somewhere to return from. Even realizing the words Maya shifted slightly outside, making sure the blanket stayed snug. Luke while Nalin exhaled in quiet satisfaction. His breathing evening out. You don't always have to be tough. For the first time in years, Maya sleep came without restlessness. Carrying with it the quiet, Luke swallowed, comfort of belonging, and nodded, even though she couldn't see the road ahead. For the first time that night, maybe for the first time in a long while, he felt truly warm, not just from the cold fading, but from knowing he wasn't facing it alone.